Step 2 is more about introducing it as a routine part of the day.
Okay.
And we know children are more likely to wee and poo after a meal or after a big drink or when they get up. And so we would start to introducing it as a routine part of the day when they get up, after breakfast, after lunch, after their meal, before a bath. And so it's just a routine, like washing your hands before dinner, brushing your teeth when you get up.
How long roughly after a drink or a meal typically does a child need?
15, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and that'll give time to get organised and clear the dishes and everything.
Sure.
And I think it's important to be quite clear. Say it's toilet time, potty time. Not do you want to sit on the potty or the toilet? Because the child will say no.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So at this stage they're still really quite young. So we've started at sort of maybe 9 months when they've been weaning, sitting them just on quite an ad hoc basis and just introducing the potty. I think also something we've talked about before is sort of during this stage, and step 2 is sort of, again, to reinforce the connection, is sort of perhaps emptying dirty nappies into the toilet if possible, flushing it, talking to the child about the whole, poos go in the toilet, we flush the toilet, we wash our hands. So again, for children with Down syndrome, all that learning through experience and seeing it is so important, isn't it? So we're now maybe 18 months, perhaps, would you say, this second stage, just generally?
It just depends. We don't specify ages, more where the child, what stage they're up to, really. And as part of step 2, in preparation to moving towards step 3, which is the time toileting, we would start to introduce more awareness raising.
Okay.
So watching the YouTube videos, for example, there's a great one which is called Tom's Toilet Triumph. It's a very old video. It's a cartoon video, and it's all about a boy doing a wee and poo and stuff, but it actually shows doing a wee and a poo on the toilet so the children can actually see it. But there's loads of like Peppa Pig and Bing Bunny, the toilet train. Sure. So there's lots of YouTube videos that would actually engage children to watch. And again, it's showing this is going to the toilet is what everybody does.
Yeah.
Even Peppa Pig goes to the toilet or what have you. And also perhaps looking at potty training books. So it's all about raising awareness.
Yeah, really consolidating that knowledge and the experiences. And also we use a lot, we recommend in our community social stories. So if people aren't familiar with them, a social story sort of sets out slightly step-by-step process of an activity. So, and the social stories can be bespoke to the child. So parents can make their own.
Yes.
But we recommend, there's a lovely lady on Facebook, isn't there?
Yes.
Janet from Let's Talk Visuals. Yes. And I think you can send a photo in of your child so she can sort of superimpose the child's image, their face, and also include, I'll never ever forget the image of Mr. Tumble having a poo. Oh dear. But yeah, it doesn't have to be the character. But anyway, she can make them bespoke. So, which really, really, really helps our kids. It really, they can relate to it then. Yeah. And seeing that every day, we've got those fabulous resources. We produce the Twinkle, the online resource provider, which people can download, or I think we sell them in packs. People can access them via DSUK's website. So really it's all about repetition as well, isn't it? It's repetition, using different resources, books, videos, Twinkle, signing, all those elements sort of just take time, I guess. So it rather depends, if a family's starting this from scratch, then they might be starting from 9 months, and then a few months later they're progressing slowly through the stages, but it's never too late to start. So if someone's discovering us late, relatively.
We've had children, because as you know, we run a toilet training boot camp as part of the support we provide to parents. And we've had children who are 9, 10, who mums have been told, well, he's not ready yet. So the mum has been waiting for some miraculous, for the child to say, okay, I'm ready. You can start toilet training me now. That's never going to happen. And so, and it's counterintuitively, it's harder with an older child because they've actually sussed out, actually it's more convenient to wee and poo in my portable toilet. I don't have to stop what I'm doing. I don't have to come in from playing outside. And so that's why we try and encourage early intervention before the child susses out, actually, I don't want to be all the faff of going to the toilet. I've got my nappy on, thank you very much. And so that can be an issue, and parents sometimes are told by a healthcare professional, well, he doesn't understand, or he's not young enough yet, he's not old enough yet, or he's not telling you he's done a wee and poo. With these wonderful disposable nappies, children don't feel wet.
No.
And also, if nobody discusses it or encourages them, how do they know they're supposed to say, Mummy, I've done a wee, or indicate, or what have you, if nobody's told them? And that's why it's important we do all this raising awareness, so children do develop an understanding and aware of the concept that actually wees and poos have to go in a potty or a toilet. And that's all part of step 1 and step 2 is all about raising awareness. And if Daddy goes for a wee or Daddy goes, well done, Daddy, Daddy's done a poo in the toilet. Don't we know it? Don't go in for 10 minutes, folks. That sort of thing. So that's, and it's just part of family life.
And I think for our children with Down syndrome, that, having a learning disability, they don't learn things as easily through just assimilating them by perhaps encountering, what goes on at nursery or watching something on the telly. So with our children, that's why we need all these extra visual supports, the real focus on making time to watch a specific video, read a particular book, have a social story made, because we need to give our kids that extra support.
And that we always say repetition and consistency is the key. So whatever happens at home should happen with their grandparents, if they're at preschool, if they're at nursery, that sort of thing. And again, they're using the same signs, words, etc., and pictures. So there's that consistency. So we've got a little one who's happily sitting on, his routine part of the day, and perhaps mum is finding, actually, he seems to start staying dry for longer. We're having some good success, and he seems aware when he's done a wee, because we've had pictures of little ones clapping themselves when they've done a wee. And so that's when you have to think about moving to step 3.